مولاي صل وسلم دائما أبدا على حبيبك خير الخلق كلهم.
It is stated on page 339, 340 and 341 of the 397-page book, Questions and Answers about Islamic Veil, published by Maktabatul Madina, the publishing department of Dawat-e-Islami. Sayyiduna Sulaiman bin Yasar, rahmatullah ta'ala alayh, was a very pious, Allah-fearing and extremely handsome young man. During Hajj pilgrimage, he rahmatullah ta'ala alayh was alone in his tent in Abwa, a place. His travelling companion had gone out to get some food. Suddenly, a burqa-wearing female Bedouin entered his tent and removed her face veil. Her beauty was causing great mischief. She said, "Give me something." At first, he rahmatullah ta'ala alayh thought that she was asking for some bread. But then she said, "I want what a wife wants from her husband." He rahmatullah ta'ala alayh trembled with fear of Allah Azza wa Jal and said, "Shaitan has sent you to me." After saying this, he rahmatullah ta'ala alayh cried loudly with his head on his knees. The veiled female Bedouin rushed out of the tent in fear. When his companion returned and saw that his eyes were swollen and throat was sore due to excessive crying, he asked him what had happened. At first, he rahmatullah ta'ala alayh hesitated, but on his companion's constant insistence, he rahmatullah ta'ala alayh told him the whole story. His friend also burst out crying. He rahmatullah ta'ala alayh asked, "Why are you crying?" The friend replied, "I should cry even more, because if I were you, I would perhaps not be patient and would perhaps commit the sin." Both of them continued to cry. Eventually, they reached Makkah Mukarramah. After completing Tawaf and Sa'i, Sayyiduna Sulaiman bin Yasar, rahmatullah ta'ala alayh, sat in the hatim of the Kaaba with his shawl wrapped around his knees. He rahmatullah ta'ala alayh dozed off and had a dream in which he rahmatullah ta'ala alayh saw an incredibly handsome personage who was of considerable height and was dressed in beautiful clothing. Sayyiduna Sulaiman bin Yasar, rahmatullah ta'ala alayh, asked, "Who are you?" He answered, "I am the Nabi of Allah Azza wa Jal, Yusuf." He rahmatullah ta'ala alayh said, "O Nabi of Allah Azza wa Jal, alayhi salam, your story with Zulaykha is very strange." He alayhi salam replied, "Your incident at Abwa with that Bedouin woman is even stranger. May Allah Azza wa Jal have mercy on him and forgive us without any accountability for his sake. Ameen bijahi Nabiyyil Ameen sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa alihi wa sallam." Dear Islamic brothers, you must have noticed how cunningly Shaitan plots to pull Hajj pilgrims towards the mire of sins during the blessed Hajj pilgrimage. Indeed, very pure and pious is the character of those devotees of Rasool who turn the attack of Shaitan into a failure, as is shown in the above parable. Sayyiduna Sulaiman bin Yasar, rahmatullah ta'ala alayh, rejected the offer of sin from a female Bedouin who had come herself to seduce him. He rahmatullah ta'ala alayh even burst out crying in divine fear, as a result of which Sayyiduna Yusuf ala nabiyyina wa alayhi salatu wassalam encouraged him in the state of dream. Anyhow, goodness of both worlds lies in avoiding Shaitan's tempting trap. Even if a man or woman seduces anyone and tempts them to sin 1,000 times, no matter whatever happens, 1. should protect oneself from Shaitanic deception and should reap rich rewards. Sallu ala al-Habib, sallallahu ta'ala ala Muhammad, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam.
Madina, Madina.